Hi, welcome to week 5 of lab. This week we're going to be using the Spec 20. The first thing you're going to do is turn it on and then let it warm up for 5 minutes. The instructions are always located on top of the Spec 20. Next, make sure the setting is turned to the left. And then we're going to change the wavelength to 447. And it's really sensitive, so you'll have to give it a couple tries. The next thing you're going to want to do is set your transmittance to 0 using the left knob. Next, switch the mode to absorbance by pressing this button. This is the cuvette. You can see it has an identifying mark here. They look different on each different cuvette. Fill the cuvette about 3/4 of the way with DI water. Before you put it in, make sure to clean it with a Chem wipe. Close the top. Using the right knob, turn it so that the absorbance is set to 0. And now your Spec 20 is calibrated. Here on page 3 of the procedure, you can see the chart that shows which solutions you have to make during this lab. So in this lab, we're going to be using 2 different concentrations of iron nitrate. You have 0.2 molar and 0.002 molar. You want to make sure when you're doing the calibration solutions that you use the more concentrated 0.2 molar. It is important to make sure that you use 0.2 molar because we can't waste any of these solutions. Pour about 40 ml of the KSCN solution into a 50 milliliter beaker. And this is all you're going to need throughout the lab, so don't take any more than this. Then you're going to want to fill a 50 milliliter beaker with 0.2 molar iron nitrate solution to the 40 ml mark. Okay. Now pour 150 milliliter of the 0.1 molar HNO3 into a 250 milliliter beaker. Now we're going to walk you through how to make solution number 5 as an example. So first you're going to transfer 1 ml of KSCN into the 25 ml graduated cylinder. Next, transfer 5 ml of the 0.2 molar iron nitrate into the graduated cylinder. Next, you're going to pour this into the other graduated cylinder and try to make sure everything transfers.
Ooh. That's a beautiful color.
So next, you're going to fill the rest of the graduated cylinder with HNO3, so make sure you go all the way to the 25 milliliter line. So you're going to take this giant test tube and pour your solution from the graduated cylinder in, and then to really make sure that this mixes and it's homogeneous, you're going to pour it back and forth from the graduated cylinder into the tube. Once you have all 5 solutions made, you should line them up in the test tube holder. So if they don't have a different color gradient, you definitely have to make your solutions over again. What does that mean?
No.
After you've prepared all of your calibration samples, take out the Spec 20 cuvette and then make sure to use the same cuvette for all of the samples that you just prepared while you're calibrating. Okay. After you're done taking your absorbances, you want to plot the absorbance at 447 versus the concentration of FeCN2+. Okay. In order to get this trend line, you want to click on any of the points and then click Format Trend Line. Then you want to make sure it's clicked on Linear and that you display Equation on Chart and display the R² value on chart. The closer your R² value right here is to 1, the better. These are the test solutions you're going to be making in order to show the equilibrium constant. Similar procedure as before with making the calibration solutions, but this time make sure you're using the 0.002 molar iron nitrate. This is very important as we don't want to waste any of these solutions. Now we're going to show you how to prepare trial solution A. Transfer 1 ml of the KSCN into the graduated cylinder. Now add 5 milliliter of the 0.002 molar iron nitrate into the graduated cylinder. Do this using the transfer pipette. Make sure that you're reading from the bottom of the meniscus. Add 4 ml of the HNO3. Do this by adding up to the 10 ml line of the graduated cylinder. Transfer the solution to the test tube rack, and then you're going to take the absorbance of all of your test solutions. Yeah. And make sure that you're using the same cuvette as before, and make sure to clean it in between uses. What do I say? Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. Here, on page 3 of the procedure, you...
Once you have all 5 solutions... Okay, start over.
Here on page 3 of the procedure... Look at that beauty.
Thank you. Who? Me? Should I say that?
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go over to the other lab to dispose of this. Come with me. Here we are.